the 3D view over here. So let me just rotate this. Okay, so you can see that we got three axes, right? X-axis, Y-axis, and G-axis over here. And over here you see X-axis and the Y-axis. Okay, to understand the grid system that is followed in ETABS, consider a room. Okay, all right, so room that you're right now in. Okay, so this is your room, right? Let us assume that this corner, okay, so let us this corner, and this axis over here represents the x-axis. Then in that case, this axis represents your y-axis, and this axis represents the z-axis. This is xg plane, this is yg plane, and this is over here is the xy plane. So if you draw something like this, and if we see from the top, that will see on the xy plane, and if we see from the side, that will see on the xg plane. All right, once you understand this, we'll model a simply supported beam in ETABS. Okay, so let us take a simply supported beam as an example. So this is our simply supported beam over here, and so the span of this beam, let us take as 6 meters, and a load of let us apply 20 kilonewton is applied at the center of this span. So we'll model this beam on ETABS and see its shear force diagram and bending moment diagram and deflection. Okay, so we'll do this thing in our introductory tutorial. If I place this in support at this point, this origin point, then you can see that the beam will go like this, and we'll have a roller support somewhere here. Okay, so we'll need one grid at this position, so another grid at where the load is applied, and the third grid at the roller support, right? So we got 1, 2, and 3 grids in the x direction. Okay, or you can say on the xy plane, in the x direction on the xy plane. Okay, so this is the significance of grids. So whatever you want to draw, you have to draw with the grids, right? So we want to draw a beam, so we need to have a grid line along one x-axis. So for our hinge, we need to have a grid line. For this load, we need to have a grid line, and this we need to have a grid line. Okay, this grid is by default and we need to edit it. So for that, just right click here and click on add modify grids, or you can alternatively go from edit and click on edit stories and grid systems. So this helps you to edit the story data. So for example, if you got a building of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories, you will edit the story from here. All right, so we'll click modify so story data over here. So here story 4 has been selected. So we don't have any stories because right now we are just planning to model a simple beam. Okay, so we'll just delete story 4, story 3, and story 2. Okay, so hold shift and click on story 2 and right click and click on delete story. So delete existing structure add story. So after that, just click OK. And grid system, so this over here, so this is the entire grid system that we have. So so G1 grid system has been defined by default. So this grid system is the G1 grid system that the software has defined. So we can add a new grid system or just modify this grid system. Okay, so we'll click on modify so grid system, and so you can set the name of the grid system that you want. So a system origin, so we'll keep the origin at 0 meter, and display rectangular grid, so display grid data as ordinate and display grid data as spacing. So we'll click on display grid data as ordinate. So it means that it will take this point as the origin, and based on that origin it will take the value of other point with reference to that origin. Okay, x grid data, so in the beam we have got one grid that is at 0, so grid ID A. So this grid ID A over here, so it has the ordinate of 0 because it is at the origin. So we need another grid for the load, right? So the load is at 3 meters because the span is of 6 meters and load is at the center. So we'll hit 3 and hit enter. So our next grid is at 6 meters, so click on, so just type 6 and hit enter. So next grid we don't need, so click on delete. Okay, so in the Y grid data, so we don't have anything because the grids are only along the X direction, right? Okay, so we'll just select these 2 3 4 grids and click on delete, and we don't have any other general grids, right? So you can change the bubble size if you want. So bubble size means size of these bubbles. All right, okay, so reference points and reference planes we don't need right now. So we'll just click on OK for now and just click OK.